Hello, Assalamualaikum and welcome to my module 1 RES510. This is my very first video for research methodology and computer RES510. So this subject consists of 5 modules. Please help yourself to download my lecture note in MOOC or Island by typing RES510. Next, please refer to my lecture plan. I have listed a long list of a reading textbook, which you can find some of them online. I miss my class. However, currently I can't go out. Everybody can't go out because of COVID, and we have to quarantine until 31st of March. Therefore, I do this video. I prefer to have a live video, but if I do a live video, I have to do it again and again. It will be better or wise for me to do a recorded video instead. So this is a 2 credit hours lecture and non-examination subject. Very lucky you. So you will have 2 parts, part A and part B. So I will guiding you on the part A. Today I would like to talk about an introduction to research overview. Please have my lecture notes while you are watching my video. I know to conduct an academic research is not an easy process. However, research does not have to be a painful process. How you want to do it? Therefore, you are here, you come to my class, and I will guide you the step on how you want to write your thesis. And starting next semester, you have to submit your proposal, and from there you will have a continuous supervision with your supervisor on the topic that you have chosen. People do research because they want to answer uncertainty. Like now we are having the COVID outbreak. Scientists are currently doing the study on finding what is the best vaccine to cure this outbreak, and it's still going on. So we are uncertain with the issues, with the problem, what is already happened or something has already ongoing or yet to happen. So there is no finding yet, and that is why we do research. So this research, we want to find the answer from the uncertainty. Research ni, they start from problems, and identify problem can be actually the hardest part of research. You yourself unable to find your own problem, yet you want to solve people's problem, and that is problem. So in research, you cannot confirm the uncertainty based on your own perception or your own experience, because it's going to be very subjective. So people conduct research because the first one, they want to seek the truth. Alright, have you ever heard the truth is not for all men, but only for those who seek for it? So you want to seek the truth. For example, absenteeism among undergraduate students is only it's only just a symptom, as the actual problem or the truth can be after I do a research. Only then I can identify maybe the actual problem or the truth, maybe because of the motivation, lack of motivation, poor classroom condition, or lack of interest, or maybe the student don't want to come to class because of the boring lecture. It would rather for them to stay at home and sleep or watch Netflix rather than they come to class and they sleep. So the first thing, people do research because they want to seek the truth. We conduct the research because we want to discover new knowledge. I give you a very good example, like the marketing caring. So generally or normally it is associated with the product quality, price, promotion, or brand distribution. But recently, when they do the research, it explained that product packaging, colors, shape also create a significant marketing effort. Another thing is We conduct research because we want to describe, we want to explain, we want to predict. I give you example, company do make sales forecasts after taking into consideration of various economical and organization factors with the support historical. So in statistics, this is what they call it as time series analysis or a quantitative analysis. We conduct research because we want to provide a solution to a problem. For example, like a consumer-based company, they always conduct the market survey research. They want to identify the customer feedbacks on their product. People conduct research because to provide solution to a problem or to identify a feedback. For example, a consumer-based company will always conduct market survey research because they want to identify the consumer feedback, or maybe they want to identify what are the reasons for a poor sales turnover, for example. Another thing is, you know, companies, they do research because they want to help in decision making. I give you a very simple example. Valuers, they conduct a research on the feasibility study because they want to decide on what is the highest and best use of the land by having all the data, all the information of the surrounding area, and they put it mathematically with the proper analysis and valuation. Therefore, they conclude the finding on what is the highest and best use of the land. If you conduct research to answer the uncertainty, you need a good tools. What are the tools that required when you want to do a research? The first one, you need to have a tools to obtain reliable sources of information, and therefore you need to learn on how to search information using library website and the library website. So that one you need to explore in the library website. And another thing is that you need to have a tools to collect the evidence. All right, how you have to be creative in order for you to get the information. You cannot just ambush the place. Of course, you need to, you know, plan. You need to, you know, call them, ask them politely, write a letter. So these are the things that you need to do. You need to have a tools to predict. All right. Like for example, just now I mentioned about time series analysis. Of course, you need to have the application so that you can generate the data and generate the result. And you need to have the tools to explain the differences of, you know, the figure, or you need to have to explain the differences or the relationship of the factors that you investigated. Therefore, I would say research is a process. Sama macam proses you want to cook, right? Like I mentioned just now, you need to have a ingredient, you need to have step. So the same like research. So research is a process where you need to compile of all this process, and your end finding is your documentation or your report. All right, the first step, you need to have you need to solid and bold with your problem definition. You need to define the problem. Identify problem is not easy, but of course you need to figure out what are the issues or the problem that lead you to investigate this topic. All right, you need to define the problem. Problem definition is not easy, but of course you need to define why you want to do this topic. What is the issues? What are the problem? All right, the second one, you need to formulate your research design. You have to develop it, whether you want to do a qualitative research or you want to do a quantitative research. And the third step, you need to get all the tools in order for you to collect the data, and you analyze it and then finally is your report presentation. You can look at any research book. Research is an objective and systematic scientific inquiry or the investigation into specific problem that need a solution. So meaning that research provide the needed information that guide you to make informed decision to successfully deal with the problem. So what kind of information? So it could be a result of your careful analysis from the data that you gathered or the data that already available. So you need to find that information, and research is a process of finding the solution to a problem after a thorough study. So okay guys, that is just an insight of what is research all about. So I hope you are still awake, and please do your further reading on the type of research, what is the basic and applied research. You need also to understand the qualitative and the quantitative research. Therefore, it is very important for you to formulate your research framework or your research approach. With that, thank you very much and see you in the next video. Bye.